All right, people, still improving my skill set here on mounting and balancing. I've already done, it's over there, but I already did one of the rears. But I'm doing some big old 295s in the rear. These are 275s in the front. I actually tried to do 265/35 in the front of the M3. They wouldn't fit. But we learned our lesson on the first wheel with doing the 265 in that if you'll take note, this is a TE37, and see this big lip here, and so we couldn't get the tire because these have a pretty stiff square sidewall. It won't work. There's just not enough room. The diameter of this is too wide to get the tire to flip over the front lip, and so what we're doing is we're reverse mounting. And so I have the reverse mount kit. So this is a 5, 6, 8 lug kit that you can get. And so then I take and I put this in the lug pockets. And then this affords me the ability to do a reverse mount. I wasn't sure when I would need to do this, but it made sense when I couldn't get it. It just wouldn't, the bottom bead would go on, but then the top bead just would not go. And so this, you'll see, makes it pretty simple. I wish I would have captured on camera. It would have been a lot of wasted time though, as I was trying to figure out how to make this work. And so these are directional tires. These are Advan 8008Rs, which are more difficult to install. One of the nice things about having my own machine is I can denib them, clean them up before I even put them on, which makes them easier to clean up for when I coat and set up the wheels. So I have some other videos of me kind of fumbling through this. I'm starting to improve. I think this is probably my 5th set of wheels that I've done. Done a couple of other, so we did Jeff's wheels. We did just his rears. Let's see, what else did I do? I did my Vossens. I did the truck wheels and tires, the TE37s. I did Chris's one of his rental car wheels. That took 2 seconds to do. So I'm getting it down. Let's hope that I can do this one properly. So I only have to, so I'm going to mount this one, however, and then the other one I need to make sure I take into consideration the direction. But if we get lucky here, we won't have to do any road force changes. So all these years, I've mentioned this in some of these other videos I've done, is that all these years I thought road force meant that you put it on the road force balancer, it applied pressure to the tire, and then you would just set your weights in the right, and it would send sort of put the weights in the proper position. But that's not what road force means. Road force means that you're getting the heavy set of the heavy part of the tire balanced with the heavy part of the wheel, which would be generally where the TPMS sensor is. And so that means you need to rotate the tire on the wheel to offset that. And that's one of the things that I just didn't understand. So we're going to clamp it. It's clamped down. I already put my TPMS sensor on. I'll show you on the next one. These are Huff sensors, BMW spec. Make sure it's not clamped. Something is not right here. Got it in my pockets. It's going down in there easily. Maybe that'll do it. There we go. So now we need to line up our valve stem. Bring this down in place. Get this out of the way. So now, because this is reverse mount, you have to kind of eyeball it. So what you want is you want this right on it. Not that close. Right there. And I'm going to set that location. And now I've already, so I'm going to do a bead mount. Let's see, top bead mount. So I don't need a D-mount. So I'm going to mount both beads. and then that skips the step. Now, when I have this set up here, reverse mount, it's kind of tricky to get this stuff in the right spot. Getting those press arms, keeping the head out of the way, because we don't have as much space to work with here. Gotta get this out of the way. So you kind of have to work around it just to get the tire on. So now I'm gonna continue. It's gonna spin it. Okay, now we bring our pushers over. So this is the part that when we had the when I had the bottom, because of this lip here, we couldn't get it to go over top. So that's why I had to flip it around. So now it should do everything on its own. Get it? Nope, even then. See, this is so stiff. The sidewall is so stiff. It's hard to do. There we go. I just wanted to break it loose there. So there's a lot of common sense that goes into this stuff that is not super simple. You just have to use your head sometimes. So I'm going to do top bead mount and continue. Dang it. Let's see. So I need to get this pushed down further, I think. So let's do this again. Let's break it loose. So I think I need to get this on there. I'm gonna have to really prematurely, I'm gonna have to push it on my own. Maybe we can try some more lube, but I should have plenty here. Once I get this on there, get this here. I'll try it if I can get it like that. There we go. Got it. So I had to just get it started on that part. So now it should be good. So now let's get the beads set. So not ideal, but see what I had to do there. Because of that lip, and because of now this is a 30 instead of a 35, there's just not a lot of give in this really tight square sidewall. And so I had to get it pushed down so that at least started, the bottom it started on the on that big lip, and then that worked. So let's see if we can get this. The fronts are 35. See if the bead seats. Looks like it's going to, yep. That was easy. I have to put this in, put my core in. Sometimes it's easier. They recommended, the Hunter guys recommended that I seat the beads with the core out. We're going to set the pressure, and I'm going to do a bead massage, and then cross our fingers that we don't have to bring it back here and match mount it, or rotate the tire around the wheel. That's the hope anyway. So I go bead massage, continue, press the button, let it do its thing. So this just goes around and you can hear a little air pop. Make sure you get a good seat. Helps with the balance. There's little pockets of air. That's it. Unclamp. Pop that out. Now again, I had put the 265 on here, so I have a wheel weight on it already. I'm going to take that off. Stinks because there was a giant weight I had to put on here. Now what I found with this balancer, that's what's cool about this. These 3M weights is that it generally doesn't leave any adhesive behind. That stinks. That's probably $3 right there. All right. Look at that. Look at the squareness of that. These tires are super noisy, but look at how good that looks. So this is the front. And the 265/35, I knew better. I knew it wasn't going to fit, but I was hoping maybe for some reason I had, had some luck. So this sticker we're going to take off, and we're going to do a yellow one to match the yellow calipers, and then it'll just be another set of wheels from my M3. So we need to switch these and get these out of the way. I still haven't put my air lines in yet. So now we're aired up. Already chosen the collet that fits, so that comes from here. Collet goes on the inside of the wheel. You just want it to fit properly. Lift. And I like using these lug pocket mounts. These are plastic lug pockets. They go in the lug pocket so you don't have to touch the face of the wheel. Put it on nice and tight. I just calibrated recently. I completed my maintenance. We got to then check the air again. You want it to be 35. Good there. And now we're going to do road force with straight track. You just let it do its thing. And we hope that right here, it's under 15. Okay, 35 grams, that's a good sign.
Yes. So because it's a road force number of 6, that means I don't have to do any match mounting on this one. So this one's good to go. I just need 35 grams of weight, and I'm doing it in one spot. So I can do it in one spot, or I can do it in 2 spots. So you can do one weight, one 35 gram weight right there, or I can do split it and do 2. I'm gonna do 1. It's weird though, because the scale I have to push out of the way. This can't be right. And then I have to slide the weight in here, lift it up, push the scale back in, then tighten it down, and then do it. Which there's gotta be a better way. So I've converted everything to grams. So I've got 35 grams. Cut it. And then this is a black, pliable, really nifty weight. And I've got this 3M surface prep solution. Not sure what it is. And so let's servo it just to make sure that it's in the right spot. There it is. There we go. So I'm just gonna spray a little goop on there, wipe it off to prepare. Take my weight. I've actually learned I like to go from the inside, or reach around the wheel, get my hand out of the way. That way I can shoot the gap here in the center. Then we'll confirm it. Good to go. Nice. Let's do the 295, the rear. So now this puppy is ready for me to do coating and tire prep and all that stuff. Don't do that. Look at how good that looks. Don't forget your valve stem cap. Just look at that from the side. You know, these aren't my favorite wheels on an E92, but it's just something different, something cool that I wanted to have for this car. You can never go wrong with a TE on anything. Actually, while I'm here, let me show you, once this one's set up, this actually has the center cap. So they make a, I didn't even know they did this. I thought these are TE37 SLs. I didn't think they'd make a version or an option for a center cap, but they do. And so this piece here slides into the center to make it proper sized. Has an O-ring so that it fits in there theoretically. Doing something wrong here. It should snap right in. Make sure there's no groove. There we go. That's on, and then you get your center cap. I'm going to line it up flat with the valve stem. Boom. Check it out. It's pretty sick. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to go do the podcast. Had some people visiting. The freaking door fell on the M3. I had to polish that thing. Don't get me started. Anyway, so I've got this is the rear wheel. Put the PMS on again. I'm off camera. The tire again has been, I cleaned up the tire, wiped it down. Now, again, these are directional, and so, oh shoot, that lube, that's pretty crazy. That lube dries pretty nicely.
It's a water-based lube that washes right off. But anyway, I had to go confirm and look at the other tire, the other wheel, to make sure I'm putting it on correctly, because you don't want to put the tire on backwards and have it not be the right direction, and then you're driving on it backwards. So the side with the tape is the side that's going to point. I'm going to put face down, which should be face out, because the wheel is reverse mounted. Okay, let's see if we can do this one better than the last one. So this is a 295/35, and you'll see it goes on better. Actually, first I got to set this thing up. Got my air on. I'm going to do same as last location. Let's try to flip this thing around. Oh, I guess I can't do same as last because this is the bigger wheel. Oh, yeah, because it timed out, it's going back to like a Tesla wheel or something. So let's set our diameter. Good thing we looked at that. Let's bring this down. One thing, I made a mistake and put my finger in here and smashed it, so don't do that. Get your finger out of the way. Because if you come up too close, you'll smash your finger. Boom, perfect. Okay, so now we'll set that location. What's going on here? Yeah, it's set. It's looking for some rotation. Oh boy, that's why you don't put your finger there. Right there. There we go. So I'm going to mount both beads. I've already got my lube on. Oh shoot. Which way is the tire? Shouldn't have taken the tape off. Rotation needs to go this way. Yeah, so this is the face down. Get this thing out of the way. Continue. Well, this is the tricky part. Getting this big old tire on a reverse mount underneath the arm. Just have to get those out of the way. And now, we have the top bead, bring our pushers around. This one went on a lot easier because it's a bigger sidewall, but let's just make sure we get it started. See, the slightly taller sidewall makes it easier. I don't have to fight as hard for it. On. The rears were 36 PSI. These are the quietest bead seating tires I've ever heard. Hopefully we won't have to force match this, but we'll see. I did have to force match. I did have to rotate it on the other rear. We'll see how this one comes out.
Okay. Now let's do our bead massage. Always do a bead massage. That's the lesson I've learned. So we're able to mount these expensive wheels. I'm feeling pretty comfortable about this, about doing this now and not doing any damage. The tricky part is, you know, doing the first one, especially when you're doing like a funky tire like this that has such a square, stiff sidewall, and then having to deal with the lip. I could see, you know, after a period of years, you could become really proficient, you know, at understanding what, you know, what wheels need what. You know, what needs to be reverse mount. I didn't even know what a reverse mount was. You know, I didn't know when I needed to do it anyway, but now we do. Look at that. That's pretty sick. I love this face mount piece. Okay, don't have any weights on this one, so we're good to go. Let's air it up. 36 PSI. Maybe we'll get lucky and not have to do any kind of road forcing. $20 grams, I like that. Yes. So we're 15, so it's in the green. We could look at force matching. So we could bring it down to 10 if we rotated it. Think we should do that? I don't really want to. Should we just accept it? So what I would do is I'd make a mark on the wheel and a mark on the tire, and then I'd rotate those marks next to each other, and it's predicting that I could get the predicted road force down from 15 pounds down to 10, which would improve performance. I think I'm going to skip it. Back to balance. Let's toggle our bolt. We're going to do 25 grams. Rotate it around. So that's where it needs to go. Yep. These wheels aren't going to be on the car a lot anyway. So I don't know what this stuff is. It has no odor. So I need 20 grams. So they do this 3M system in both black and gray. These have black barrels, so it makes sense to do the black weights. Black weight on there. Let's do a verification spin. No, it's going to run the whole thing again. Didn't mean to do that. Our balance is good. $14, good enough. That's a wrap, people. We'll do a mounting video at some point. What I'm doing with these wheels with the yellow. So we're actually making our own stickers. So see this black one here? So we're gonna size it down a little bit, do it in yellow, and then I'll probably end up just debadging the wheels altogether. But we're gonna do yellow, the yellow TE37, and then this black sticker it'll be that size, but it'll be that size and style, but in yellow, same font. So that's the plan. I'm gonna mount this one and maybe put the wheels on next week. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna continue to share with you as I figure out these machines. My goal someday is to be able to offer these to some of these crazy garages that we build, and maybe be able to sell them at some point. But yeah, it took, first set of wheels were a little dicey, second set of wheels, learned some things, third set of wheels. I think this is probably one of my sixth set of wheels, and I feel like I can crank these things out now. I can do it. I can do all four, and depending on how much road forcing I'm doing, you know, maybe an hour, you know, maybe less. And then having the accessories, having the, you know, like the ability to reverse mount and using the lug pocket clamps and stuff like that is, I think, a real game changer. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.